keep looking out for these bike thieves. So, chosen one. Let me just iterate what is my mindset, my way of thinking, and how can you hear me? I'm thinking about getting a microphone. How I approach the world. In terms of people, you have good people and bad people in all races, and we are all energy, and we're just passing through this physical 3D world, the matrix. So saying that, to make the best thing, to be the best at the pinnacle of mankind, everybody needs to work together in unity. Now, I've just said that is my mindset, but let me just make sure you understand what my experience has been living in this reality. I am a man, I'm black. I have friends of all persuasion, all races. Now, being of the black race, I would liken it to living life on the most difficult mode if it was a game, RPG game. So add the fact that you're black on top and you're a man. So that's two factors. You're a man and you're black. And then another factor is being someone who would be called maybe a chosen one, someone who's anointed, someone who has the spirit, the oil, someone who has purpose on their life. But to say it in terms which may be more natural terms, maybe unspiritual terms, someone who's gifted, who has many positive attributes. Maybe you can even say they're lucky, but I don't believe in luck or coincidences. So why I break that down, I wanted to let you know, because sometimes as you listen to these videos and I make these videos, it may seem like I'm glorifying the walk, glorifying coming into your power, but actually it's the most difficult way of living, the most difficult way of navigating this reality. You'll find if you are, gifted, if you are having the oil, for one, you will struggle to make genuine connections with people, with friends. You will struggle to be comfortable in that, and that goes for many settings. In your family setting, in your relationships, trying to find a partner, in your friend groups, in your workplaces, toxic workplaces, you will find that the cycle repeats itself over and over. And that cycle is you go somewhere, you'll make friends with people will like you, and they'll be your friend, and they'll try to validate you and include you and ask you questions. But within some days, some weeks, some months, out of nowhere, they will completely do a 180 degrees and they start hating you. They become your worst enemy. They start sabotaging you. They start looking for weakness in your character, and they collude against you. I saw a video recently by this lady who, she said she used to practice witchcraft, but she's now a born-again Christian. And she said one of the things to remember is when people are ganging up against you and gang stalking you, is to try not to be too scared, to remember that they're ganging up on you because they know that there's something peculiar about you, there's something enigmatic, special about you. And it's like basically being worried about ants gathering up. If ants gather up against you, you're still having the advantage, given the fact that the Most High has his hand over your life, and you should stay in that mindset, stay in prayer, stay positive, and don't allow their mental tricks, their gaslighting, their games to work on you, because you have to remember, when they get you into those states of fear, when they bring you down to their level, it's easier for them to start siphoning energy off you. And your energy is a very powerful, potent energy which you need to use for your own self, and put it to work for you, and put it into all your goals and your hobbies and endeavors. You can use it to send positive waves into the world via meditation. You can speak to your spiritual gurus. You can also use it to be a healing presence. So when I say healing presence, what I mean by that is just the fact that you are somewhere. The covering that's on your life will now be in that space. So if you're with a friend group, that friend group gets the covering. If you're in an area where there's many people and there's a chance to make money, everybody will become abundant in energy. So you raise the vibration. That's one thing I was saying in the last video about these narcopaths saying that they're Christians. Light and dark doesn't usually inhabit the same space at the same time. So either you're in the light or you're in the dark. And usually if you frequent somewhere all the time, like for instance my toxic gym, when you're in the gym, either the people around you rise to your vibration or you go down. And because there's more of them, sometimes it can be difficult to do that. And when I say, even though your presence and your energy will be more powerful, what happens is that you tend to mirror, or you tend to go into what they're projecting onto you. So if someone is trying to bully you, for instance, and they're sort of abusing you energetically, sometimes we can also start projecting that back to them. And it's kind of a discipline to try our hardest not to get into that sort of thing, like getting into these staring contests with people, which is all about ego. Or, who wants to use the machines after you, and they want to use, work out next to you. Sometimes you'll be working out and someone comes next to you and they start doing the exact same exercise as you. And they're doing that to get your attention. Sometimes you have these Jezebel females as well, when you're on your celibate journey, and they'll be stretching and wearing these tight clothing around you. It's a discipline to try to maintain, stay high vibrational, and not get into these what do you call it? Oh right, endless intrigues. That's what I call it. Don't get into these endless intrigues, and just keep striving forward.